Welcome back to Viata International Academy. It's Teacher Carl here again, and in today's lesson we're going to be talking about your ideal job. Now, we have so many options in this world about what we could do for a job. Maybe you know what you'd like to do, maybe you don't know. Maybe you know your ideal or your perfect job. If you do, then it's probably going to be a good idea if we know how to talk about it. So first, let's have a look at some possible jobs that people might be interested in doing. So you may want to be a vet if you like working with animals, or maybe a doctor. Maybe you would like to be a sportsman in your chosen area of favourite sport. Maybe football, maybe American football, maybe golf, or maybe boxing. Maybe you want to be a DJ, you have a big passion for music, or maybe an actor or an actress. Maybe you enjoy painting or sculpting or drawing and you would like to be an artist. Maybe you have an interest in being a lawyer, or like myself, a teacher, or how about a chef? So we have lots and lots of options about things that we could do for a job. But what would be your ideal one? I mean, do you even know? And why? Why would it be your ideal job? So let's take these examples and have a think about what we could say and the phrases that we could use when talking about our ideal job. Now, for example, if your ideal job was to be a vet or a doctor, then maybe the reason is because you have a desire to help animals or you have a desire to help people. Equally, if you were desiring to be a nurse or your ideal job was to be a dentist. Maybe you have a passion for music or acting or painting or any kind of artistry at all. This would lead you to want to be a DJ, maybe an actor or an actress, or maybe an artist in your chosen field of art. What about if you wanted to be a sports person? Well, the reasons are probably because you enjoy playing that particular sport, you've been doing it for a very long time, and you have a strong passion about it. Maybe if you're thinking about being a lawyer and that is your ideal job, subconsciously you might have an interest in law and ensuring that justice is always upheld. There's one thing that they say you should never work with animals or children. However, if your ideal job is to be a teacher, the reason might just be because you enjoy the fascination of working with kids. And finally, if your ideal job is to be a chef, what could be the reasons? Well, maybe you're obsessed with the preparation of food, you enjoy eating food, in which case being a chef would be your ideal job. Now, when talking about your ideal job, it's likely you could ask or be asked one of the following questions. So for example, what is your ideal job? Quite simply. Or one that is quite popular, people often say, if you could have any job, and they abbreviate, it should be, what should it be? So these kind of questions are the questions that you can ask, or you might be asked when talking about your ideal job. Now, to reply, quite simply, you could just say the word, but it doesn't offer much conversation. So a good idea would be to say something like, I would love to be either a or an, depending on which one we need to use, a doctor, an actor, a sports person, because. And then go on to list the reason. This will help the conversation to develop. Another way that you could answer is you could say that my ideal job would be a or an, again, because. And go back to the description. Think about why this would be your ideal job. Now, in every job is going to have good aspects and bad aspects, even if it's your ideal job. Nothing is perfect in this world. So it would be good to have a look at some adjectives, both negative and positive, and for you to know the adjectives that would best describe your ideal job. So it's also a good point to say that you know it's going to be stressful. Maybe it's going to be hard work. We could look at a chef, A doctor, a vet, and a lawyer, all very hard-working people. Chefs are indoctrinated with long hours, as are lawyers, and so can doctors be as well. In some situations there is low pay, particularly in artistic industries, and in some cases your job could be a lonely, lonely place. I've heard lawyers speak about their loneliness before. Also, there may be some inherent danger in your ideal job. Maybe your ideal job is to be a firefighter, in which case there is danger at every turn. So it would be good to say, I know it would be, with the negative, but then also it's going to be something positive about it. Obviously, it's your ideal job. So you could say that it's also rewarding, it's satisfying, it might be exciting if you're an actor or a DJ or a sports person, for example. Fun, definitely intriguing if you are a lawyer or a teacher. And maybe you find the job really fulfilling. It gives you true self-satisfaction. So that completes our look at talking about your ideal job. If you have any comments, leave them in the content section below, and I'll look forward to reading them, and I'll see you in the next class.